Hey, hey, happy Sunday, y'all. It is Soul Food Sunday, and I'm excited about it. Thank you for the request to have Soul Food Sunday. So, because it is Soul Food Sunday, I had to pull out my, I guess it's sort of old school music, but some of my favorite music I listened to growing up. So, today's music is brought to you by the Anita Baker station on Pandora. And I am Krystal Taylor, oh, the owner of Fitness is Not a Game. And today we are going to cook a lot of good, fun stuff. So it's just interesting. There's a lot of discussion and controversy about soul food. They say, we shouldn't eat it. It was slop that was handed down to us. We shouldn't brag about loving it and all that good stuff. But today we're going to make it healthier, but still yummy. So, all right. So, do y'all want to know what we're making today? Well, first I'm going to say this. And let me turn on some more light because it's crazy. I'm here in Chicago. And I promise you, 30 minutes ago, it was so bright. And I was like, wow, it is sunny today. And then it's time to come on, and now it's all gloomy and gray. But to be fair, they did say it was going to rain today. I just thought it was going to be earlier. So let me hit another light and grab a couple things. And we will get started on what we're making today. And I'll tell you, yeah, let me hit my light. For now, let me know. What? Do y'all hear that? Let me know where you're watching from, what city and state, even country. And if you're watching on replay, please put replay in the comments. And if you can hear my music, put a 1 in the comments. Because, yeah, today I'm already excited. Hold on. Y'all still there? Hey. Yes. And it's funny because I have everything out prior to, but my refrigerator stuff, I don't like to sit out until it's the right time to use it. So one more item. All right. So what are we making today? How are we going to make this healthier soul food meal? So if you see, we're making green beans. And if you already signed up for the list, you have an idea of the shopping items. Hey, Chaz, if you already signed up for the shopping list, and that was no shade at you, Chaz, then you know what items you should have today. So we are making green beans. We are making sweet potatoes. We are making macaroni and cheese. And we are doing an oven fried fish, catfish nuggets, and shrimp. So let me start by warming my oven for the catfish nuggets. And I like mine to cook at like 400. And because the green beans tend to need a little longer to cook, and I'm washing my hands as you all should do prior to. Let me go ahead and wash my hands before we get started so y'all know this ain't no ratchet cooking show. I'm like, she don't wash her hands. But anywho, I want to get these green beans on first just because, and this is bad to say, but it's the truth. I like mine to like really cook down and be good and soft and ooey gooey. And the reason why I say it's not good to say is because actually all the nutrients, when you cook it down like that, it cooks out the nutrients. Well, the majority of the nutrients, I should say. But I like them that way. I think it's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of, to add flavor, and I'm going to tell you this, I was going to do greens. But we all know greens can take a long time to cook. So I said no greens today because what I try to do is to show you all how to make healthier meals in a short amount of time. We're trying to save time and too many calories. So that's why I said I'll do green beans. So I try to add flavor as much as I can. So I don't cook with a lot of water. If I can, I am using a chicken broth. And of course, this is a low sodium chicken broth. So that's what I'm making my green beans in. And I'm just going to pour the whole thing up in here. And it's like, it's funny watching it gallop out. And I know I'm going to be aging myself because I'm about to pour it right in front of you. Oh, okay, there it is. So do you all remember the old school episode of what's that? What's that with what you talk about with his different strokes? When Mr. Drummond married the when he had the country girl there, the country woman there, and they were pouring the milk at the table, and it was it was milk out of like just a regular pitcher. And when everybody else poured it, came out all smooth. But then when she poured it, like loop, 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 because that was the country in it. So that's why I do that. All right, so I'll tell you a good idea. What up, Daughter Shine? So I am going to, instead of ham hocks, I am using turkey necks. Because they're a little greasy. Don't judge me. I'll rinse mine off a little bit. Rank it off a little bit. And I'm going to get these going first because I want this meat to get so doggone tender that it's going to fall off into them green beans when I stir it up, right? So the green beans are actually going to be like a meal on their own because I will, now why did I do that instead of my towel? Because I am going to put potatoes and onions in there too. So let me go ahead and get that meat going. Let that start. And I'm putting it on high to get it to start boiling, to get it to get that heat up. So once I put everything in there, then I just let it all simmer down. So I have 2 red potatoes, and I'm just going to clean these off because I'm going to cut these up, and I want them to get soft too. That's the other good thing I love about green beans. When you cook those potatoes in there, and that starch releases, and it gets soft. Usually most people use white potatoes. I mean, I can remember the last time I did an Idaho potato. I like red potatoes. They give more flavor, and they're not as starchy. But I'm going to put that in there. So I'm just cutting these up. So y'all tell me, I know y'all Chastity and Deshawn, but tell the people where y'all from. Represent y'all hoods. We'll see what each of you say, because the cool thing is that we all have cool nicknames for our hometowns, right? So I have an idea what both of you are going to say, just because you two are the only ones who commented so far. So for anybody else who's watching, I see there's a few y'all on there lurking. That's all right though. But jump in, tell me where you're from, and I'm gonna throw these potatoes in here so they can start cooking. Uh-oh. So the green beans were the last thing we put in there. And what else I like to do, and people underestimate, is the importance of seasoning early. Early. I season everything. I season my meat. I season the broth, and then I'll probably put some more seasoning once it's done. I knew it. East St. Boogie, that's right, by way of Chi-Town, and then Inktown. I knew that's where you were going to shop. But welcome to everybody. So what seasons am I putting in here? This is actually one of my favorite seasons. Y'all know I don't like a lot of salt. I don't really cook with salt at all. It was funny today when I was pulling out my seasonings to do this show. I found I'll show you. I found this way in the back. And I was like, I didn't even know I had salt because I never used it. Anywho, but I got that because my son requested it when he was home because he likes it in his eggs. Anywho, I love all types of Mrs. Dash because it adds so much flavor without the salt and the sodium. Even though I naturally have a low blood pressure, like my blood pressure ranges between like 90/60. Well, not ranges, but it stays around 90/60, so it's pretty low. But the majority of us don't. So you need to decrease how much salt you have. So try some Mrs. Dash. But I like this table blend because it's like it's more pepper based. And with my greens and green beans and stuff like that, I like them like a spicy type thing. So that's why I'm gonna add some table blend in here. And y'all see, I don't measure my seasons. I sprinkle until the ancestors tell me to stop. That's what I do. And I got a little, some more no sodium, all purpose. And then I told y'all I like a little spice. So I like to add a little crushed red pepper. Just a little bit. All right. Stir these up a little bit. The ocean and sea. All right. that top on there and get that heat going. So we got our green beans started, and now, because we're doing macaroni, we need to get that going too. So let me fill up my pot, and I'm actually not making that much macaroni. Okay, so let's have a talk about moderation, right? And balance. So when I was asked to do a soul food version of healthier food, I was like, okay, I can change this, I can change that. Some things you just can't change. And I tell you now, we're making macaroni. I'm not about to do, excuse me, y'all, I'm a lady. I'm not about to do no baked cauliflower and cheese. Nah. Y'all not about to get my page shut down because y'all done went off on me and all that stuff. That ain't what we're doing. I am from East St. Louis, from the boogie, real black, and I like macaroni and cheese. So that is one of the things that will not be modified too much today. I'm not gonna tell y'all to use all types of crazy ingredients and stuff. No, we are doing real deal macaroni. So I know a lot of folks like to salt their water. Sometimes I do. Hey Tiff, sometimes I do, but today I don't, just because I'm gonna make my macaroni like with real cheese and stuff. So I'm gonna get that to boil up, and then I'll add all my other stuff. I'll get the macaroni going, but I at least want to get those started first because those will take the longest. Now, let's talk about this here fish and shrimps. All right, it doesn't take long to get any of this stuff going today at all, and that's the other thing I like about it. It's a lot of food, but it gets done so quick. So I'll say this too. I added the catfish nuggets just because I know we like catfish, right? However, it is one of my least favorite fish, I should say, sometimes because it's so fat. It's such a fatty fish. But that's probably why we grew up liking it and eating it. So because I know we like it, that's why I'm making it healthier. So instead of us frying it like we typically would on fish fry Fridays and all that, I found this little gem. This right here, Andy's fish breading. I ran across this, it was a while ago, some years. It had to be at least 5 to 10 years ago. Just happened, looking around at the store to see what's going on. Hey, Tracy. And I was like, what's that? Because I saw that it said baked broil fry. And I'm like, what does that mean? So I came home and I tried it, and I saw the baking instructions, I read it, and I was like, huh, that is interesting as hell that you can bake the fish and it's going to crisp up like you fried it. So I tried it, and boy, they were not lying. So that's what we're doing today. So I have my fish here that I had defrost in some water today. I tell you this, when you read your packages, it'll tell you, defrost in the refrigerator. Real deal. Unless you put that stuff in the refrigerator like 2 or 3 days early, it's not going to defrost. And then you try to put it out, leave it out in the doggone sink or something, and then what happens then? That's when it doggone goes bad because you forget, or you've been gone all day and now it has got too hot. Hey, Tambria, is it Tambria? That's a pretty name. Either way, I like it. It's different. So I just put mine in water to get it to defrost. And it actually doesn't need more than like 45 minutes an hour because we're using nuggets. So as you see, I wrenched it off and then I put it on the napkin to get this extra moisture out because we're baking it, right? And we want it to be nice and crispy. All right. So I'm just patting this out, and while that's sitting there, let me wash my hands again. Yes, everybody loves mac and cheese. I swear. You know what? So that's what's funny. Thanksgiving this year, we decided to split. Well, the last couple of years, whenever I'm with my family, whichever side of the family I'm with, we started separating who was going to do what. Because I've hosted many times in my house, hosted here, and I did everything. And while I loved it, oh, hold on. My turkey neck's boiling. Let me turn it down. Let me simmer a little bit. But it's sort of cool when everybody contributes and makes something, but we all know that you need to stay in your lane and and only cook what you can cook. So this year I had macaroni and cheese. It was so funny while I was cooking it. I was like, oh damn, I better not mess this up because to me that's the one meal. If it's messed up at Thanksgiving, you done ruined the whole damn day. It just is. So tell me if y'all agree in the comments. Tell me what's the one dish that cannot be messed up at Thanksgiving. Uh, and tell me if you agree. But Keish, yes, this stuff I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna bake my catfish, and I'm gonna bake some shrimp too. I'm gonna do shrimp too, and show you how it actually comes out crispy. I lie to y'all not. Y'all can thank y'all Auntie Krystal when you try it. So all I'm gonna do is I already got my catfish getting all that water out. Just quick bread. Put a little bit down because I don't need a lot because I'm not making too much right now. Get my bread. I already got my pan out. But what I am going to do, they got pepper in it. My nose itching. Oh, almost sneezed. Okay. And I got my pan, but what I do need, I did pull it out. See, I knew I was already prepared today. Get a non-stick spray, because I will tell you, if you don't use this, it will stick, and I don't like that because I feel like, look here, I told y'all, I like all my food. Don't get stuck on the doggone pan, and then now I feel like I'm crazy. I'm scraping it off because I told you I'm eat it all. So non-stick keeps it off. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, Tabria says, Tambria, please. Oh, I hope I'm not messing up your name. But you said the mashed potatoes. You know what? I don't even think we had mashed potatoes. I can't remember the last time I had mashed potatoes at Thanksgiving. Chastity says the dressing and the mac and cheese are the staples. I think, as I say, it's all of the above. Because, you know what? And even when it comes to the dressing, because I know I could talk about it because we talking soul food even though I'm not cooking it. But it's like the dressing, I like two different types. Sometimes I like the dressing, and y'all see that I'm just doing a quick coat. Can y'all see that? I'm gonna pour this on over here. I like the dressings that have a lot of meat in it, that's sort of loose and yummy. But then sometimes I like the nice solid cornbread macaroni and cheese too. I mean macaroni and cheese with dressing too. So let's see, Keisha said he haven't had Thanksgiving. What macaroni and wait a minute, so y'all, do y'all see this in the comments? Keisha Nicole says, I haven't had macaroni and cheese at Thanksgiving for the past 2 years, and 2 people made it. So, girl, look, tell your peoples to stay in their lane. Tell them that they need to bring the ice and the pop for the kids, or the soda for the kids. I can't believe I just said pop. Oh, yay, thank you. Okay. I'm glad I said your name right. But folks need to stay in their lanes. Like, because even though I can make greens, I'm not going to say that I'm, like, killing it with it. So, for me, greens are so good that I don't want to mess it up. I know I can do some macaroni and cheese. I remember the first time I made it, I was so doggone nervous. Because I was like, oh, I don't want to mess this up. But boy, I made it. I was like, heck yeah, I can do this. But what's funny is, and I'm going to show y'all what I use for macaroni and cheese too. But some of you know, in 2014, I did a fitness competition, a figure competition. And so there was a lot of stuff that, of course, I couldn't eat during my training time. Yes, so Deshaun, you are absolutely right. So Deshaun just asked, is this bread already seasoned? It is. And I'm using the Cajun one. There's also a yellow one. And you know what? Thank you for reminding me to talk about that. With this seasoning is so doggone good. You see, I don't even season it. You don't need to put not one thing on there. Don't you put no Old Bay, no pepper, no nothing. This seasoning is the bee's knees by itself. All right. And so y'all see I got my fish on here and I only use half of it because I'm going to come back and put the shrimp on there. Of course, we know shrimp cooks. Excuse me, my nose is coming. Shrimp cooks faster. So that's why I don't need to put it in with it right now. So I'm going to put this in. And my water is boiling. Excuse me, boy. Be careful of that seasoning, because that's what's going to happen to you. I'm about to wash my hands again and then wipe off this here counter, because when you use paper towel like that, it gets the fish and stuff, whatever was on there, all up in on the counter. Y'all know I don't like no mess, and we got to be sanitary and healthy, because we don't need no illnesses, right? But I will tell y'all this. Them doggone neck bones, some turkey necks, and that broth, and that seasoning, and those potatoes. Oh, I wish y'all were in here right now. Y'all can smell it. What's up, Lorenzo? Class of 94. Oh, I wish y'all could be in here and smell this right now. Like, my goodness, it smells so good. All right. And my water is boiling for my macaroni. So I'm going to put that in next. And then we're going to move on to the sweet potatoes. Thank you, Timber. I appreciate it. I don't know if you all watch Seinfeld or not, but there was an episode, and they were like, why do people say, God bless you when you sneeze? Why don't they say something else random like, you are so good looking? So now when I'm around some of my peoples, whatever they sneeze, we say you're so good looking. Had to get my water, y'all already know. Matter of fact, are you all drinking water? Have you had your water today? If not, get some. Wait a minute, y'all. Is Luther singing to me? Alexa, volume 6. Can y'all hear Luther? Matter of fact, Alexa, go and give him volume 7. Boy, because Luther about to break it down. Girl, Alexa, volume 7. Can y'all hear Luther singing? I'm good, Lorenzo. All right, so my water is boiling for my macaroni. And I want to add my macaroni. So I'll tell you this. Boy, Luther about to break it down. Y'all ready? Ooh. Ooh, I hope this is the extended version with creeping. Oh. Oh, they hurt my feelings. Oh, what I needed and what I wanted was the record version when Creep come right behind it. And yes, I said the record. And I think I got the record in my basement right now. But, all right. So I told y'all I don't typically measure anything. But the reason why I measure macaroni is because we know how easy it is to cook way too much pasta. Just period. I don't know why pasta like fools you in the brain. Like, oh, this all I need. How many of y'all have ever made spaghetti and you think you have not enough spaghetti and cook, and this, you know, you got 5 mounds of spaghetti and all you needed was 2. So I'm gonna make sure I only do like a cup of macaroni because we know it's gonna expand. All right. Uh-oh. Y'all hear Anita singing? All right. So my macaroni is boiling. All right. Ooh, child. Ooh. Yes. All right. So now I'm going to add just a little more flavor to these green beans. Y'all better listen to Anita singing, Auntie Anita. So I'm going to add actually a little bit of onion, just because I love the flavor of onion in almost anything. And that is a great way. A lot of people overlook it, but that's a great way. And I'm grabbing my my trash can with my foot. But hey, cuzzo. But that's a great way to season vegetables, is to add that onion. Onion goes great for everything. Well, y'all better listen to Anita singing. Can y'all let me know if y'all can hear Anita singing to y'all? If not, I will ramp her up, because that's my girl. All right. And so I'm not going to use a lot of onion, just because I'm not making a lot of green beans either. All right. Get that cooked down. And that's the other thing. Cooked onion adds so much sweetness and flavor. Hey, Antonio, my buddy. That used to be my baby. I like that. So, y'all, I was fortunate enough to chaperone college tours for years, right? And it's crazy that now I see my babies from my college tour, They all grown up with families and degrees and stuff. Shows me how old I am. But it makes me so proud to see them. So y'all say hi to my baby Antonio. That's one of my babies. So I'm adding those onions in there for a little bit. And now I'm actually going to go ahead and put the green beans in there too, because I told y'all I like my green beans to cook down. And honestly, so I'm tell you, let me tell you why I got frozen green beans. I know people may be like, frozen when I sent the email. First, we're saving time, right? I'm not about to stand here and snap green beans, even though I could. That used to be one of my favorite things to do with my grandmother. But we're trying to save time. But thank you, cuz I still try to stay fly right on. But the thing about people don't realize that frozen fruits and vegetables, they still have the same nutritional value as fresh. They just have the benefit, because what happens is when they pick them when they're ripe. And they put them in the rack and they freeze them. So when they freeze them, it freezes in the nutritional value. And so the thing about it, especially with fruits and vegetables, both of them, it's great to buy these frozen ones when they're out of season, right? Because then you know that they're not too much high. We ain't gonna go into that discussion. But yeah, so even though I got a steam bag, it's the same thing. Still green beans, putting this in. Oh, and I'm gonna bring that up a little bit. So I'm putting my heat back up to medium, because now we're about to cook down these green beans with it. And I'm going to let this stuff boil. And as you can see, my macaroni is doing well with boiling. Stir that up a little bit. And you want to make sure you stir. Hey, Nisha, you want to stir your macaroni frequently so they don't get stuck together. It's just like spaghetti. All right. All right, so let's move on to these doggone sweet potatoes. So let me tell you this. With sweet potatoes, what we're doing today with the sweet potatoes, and I'm trying to move some of this stuff out my way because I hope you all clean as you cook. I do. I can't stand a mess. My cousin and my friends who've lived with me can attest to that. I cannot stand a mess at all. Drives me completely batty. So I clean as I go. All right. So I'm going to move on to sweet potatoes. So this is what we're doing with the sweet potatoes today. We are actually just going to bake them. And why did I say bake? Because we are going to bake them. And I'm getting some more water. Y'all know I drink a lot of water. I'm going to bake them in the microwave. It's a quick tip because, dang, I just keep aging myself. Y'all hold on, shoot. Anywho, and I don't want to hear no more old jokes because cuz you right behind me. But anywho, growing up, we don't think we got a microwave until, I don't know, I forgot how old I was when we finally got a microwave. One, they were expensive, they were huge. And there was still all this discussion about whether they gave you cancer. Don't sit next to the microwave. You're going to die and all that stuff, right? So if we wanted any baked potato, we would have to bake it in the oven. And, of course, that takes 45 minutes or so and it's forever. But all you got to do nowadays is, right, because in high school, now we just have to put them in the microwave. So, of course, I'm going to clean my sweet potatoes off. Y'all, I really wish y'all could smell these doggone green beans. Oh my gosh. They are taking over the house. That's how good it smells. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. But I'm scraping off. Now, I don't know if y'all saw this. I showed you all before. But if you don't have one, get you a kitchen brush. It's so good for cleaning off all types of kitchen items, like foods. I have two. I use one for my dishes and I use one for my food, the red is for my food. So potatoes, carrots, some fruits, apples and stuff. But it's good to scrub and get up in there, especially. Shut up, niece. Saw what I just told my age. Whatever. You children wouldn't know what to do without a microwave. You be like, what? I have to actually not. And this is the funny thing. We had doggone TV dinners back in the day, that were made in metal because you couldn't. There was no microwave. Like nowadays, it's in plastic because you throw it in the microwave. The doggone TV didn't used to be metal because you used to put it in the oven. So Keisha said she put a sweet potato in the microwave quick. Good. Right on. What up, Jerome? Romy in the house. All right, so I scrubbed them off. And so make sure you get your fork. And man, hold on now. But I'm poking. Y'all hear them? Told y'all it's old school days since we're doing soul food. And I get smaller potatoes on here. Like, those are small, sweet potatoes. But this is all you really need. It's one serving. If I do get a big one, I'll cut it in half. But we are trying to be healthier people while still enjoying it. And I'm poking holes around the sweet potato because when it cooks, basically when you put it, shut up, Nisha, talking about the stone age. But when you cook it in the microwave, that heat is like, what's happening is it's cooking and swelling, but then if you don't have the holes to allow the steam and the air to release, the doggone sweet potato gonna blow up in your microwave. So let me throw this in the microwave. And for these, what I'm gonna do is, because I want them to cook evenly, I'm gonna put this in for 8 minutes, and then I'm gonna flip them and then do another 8 minutes. So hold on. Y'all hear that? Sing it. All right. So we have everything going. Ooh, macaroni is almost ready to go in the oven. Oh, shoot. Well. Y'all hear those Ozzy brothers singing to y'all? Oh my goodness. You gotta stop. All right. So the last thing that we need to get in the oven is the shrimp. And just like the fish, I have my defrost right in the water. So I am going to just rinse these off, peel them, and then I'm going to use the same breading that we use for the fish, just because we are making fried shrimp in the oven. And yes, again, Kish, these will be crispy coming out of the oven. So I'm just going to throw these straight into the batter. With seasoning, because may as well save space and garbage. And I could throw it in the garbage right now, but honestly, I don't like to throw my shrimp shells away because then they start smelling at the house. So whenever I peel my shrimp, I just go ahead and flush them down the toilet. Get it out of my house. I don't want to smell that. Even though the garbage can has a lid, I don't want to smell it when I open it up. So I just go ahead and flush them things and keep it rolling. And, ooh, y'all, guess who's eating good tonight? Ooh, yes. So again, for all you people who have joined, tell the folks where you joining from. Represent your city, your town, your spot, whatever you want to call it. We already have at least one from East St. Louis, and I'm not going to call out anybody else, because I want y'all to represent, because East St. Louis is big in the house today. We have one from Inktown that's here. That's my other side of the family, Brick City. But I want to see where everybody else is from, because I know some people back there hiding. All right. So these are almost done. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the macaroni going so I can put the macaroni and the shrimp in there at the same time. Because honestly with the macaroni, it's going to cook because we're going to use egg and stuff. But it doesn't take long to cook that either, because eggs cook really easy too. Deshaun says shrimps. Have you all seen that meme that says, I'm not dating anybody before I hear them say shrimp street, library, and something else? I can't remember what it was. But you said any difference between peeled and deveined. Oh, peeled just means, for some reason, I know you can buy them already peeled and deveined. But I don't know why I like peeling the shrimp. I guess that's some old school stuff for me because I used to sit there and do that with my mama. I don't like the vein in them, so I will buy mine the vein. But I do like mine with the shell on. There's no difference. I mean, the thing is, like for the ones that are already peeled and the vein, it's so much easier to just automatically go in and cook with them. So that's not a big deal, but it doesn't bother me. To me, it's something I don't know. It's almost relaxing to peel the vein. I mean, peel the shrimp. Hey, Dallas. All right, I'll tell you this. I used to live in Louisville. I used to love living down there. It was so cool. So, yeah, Deshaun, I'm just old school. You know, I'm not picking, snapping green beans today, but I am peeling my shrimp. I can't tell you how many times I had to devein the shrimp, sit here. Now, if I was real old school, I would sit here with my paring knife and a napkin, so that when I get those veins, I slide them veins on the napkin. That sounds real nasty, but that's just the truth. That's how it goes. And I love some shrimp, so whatever I did. All right, so my macaroni is boiled, ready to go. Little al dente. You don't want to overcook your macaroni. Yeah, and this fish is smelling wonderful. All right, so for the macaroni, I told you that we are still gonna make macaroni with a small twist, a small healthier twist, but not too big. So don't get scared yet. So we all know that for macaroni, we really need a few things. And y'all like, is that almond milk? It is. So I'm gonna use this as opposed to the heavy cream, and the reason being, if you use heavy cream, remember I'm trying to make this healthier. So it's still going to be good because we're still using cheese and we're still using butter. We're not using, I can't believe, or none of that stuff. Excuse me, we use the real thing when it comes to those. But I'm going to use almond milk as opposed to heavy cream because we're trying to cut a lot of calories and fat and all that stuff. If I was to use a cup of heavy cream, do you all have an idea how many calories and fat in there? In one cup, it's 110 calories, and I think it's like 11 grams of fat. Whereas, with me using this almond milk, I'm only using 30 calories. Ooh, and then 3 grams of fat. So we are cutting a lot of calories and fat just by making that change. And as you all can see, I am using egg whites only just because, again, we are making it a little healthier. So instead of using like 2 or 3 whole eggs, I use 3 egg whites and 1 egg. I do like a little bit of yolk. Because when you cook when you eat eggs, 1 egg is 51 calories. Egg white's only 17. And cut out a lot of that cholesterol and that fat that you'll find naturally in the yolk. So that's why I'm only using the egg whites for the most part and 1 egg just to add a little texture. And remember, whenever you are cooking with eggs, definitely raw eggs, wash your hands frequently. All right? Uh-oh, this ain't old school, but y'all know this is classic. Can y'all hear them? All right, that is Floetry telling y'all to just say yes. So I am beating up my egg to make it easier to pour on top of this macaroni. All right, get my big bowl to mix it. And even though I'm not making that much macaroni, I just like to give myself a lot of room to make a lot of mess. Uh-oh, sweet potatoes. Let me flip those. You make me so. And honestly, those are actually cooking pretty fast. So instead of doing an extra 8, I only put it on 5. So play around with your microwave and see how it's working. All right? So I'm put my egg in. I'm gonna put my real butter in. Now this is the thing. Measure out, because I'm trying to be good, y'all. All right, I'm being honest about it. So, I said I was going to show y'all something. So instead of making one big pan, remember I said it's about moderation and being good. So I found these little cuties when, I think I was making souffles or something. I don't know. But they are the perfect serving size for your own individual macaroni and cheese. And I've done that with my family. Like when I make macaroni and cheese, I put it in there. And it's cute for, what do they call it? Not display. What do they call it? Presentation. Yeah, presentation. So you put it on the plate with their own little macaroni and cheese and whatever else you're making. So I'm only going to do 4. So that's why I don't need that much. And I probably won't even use all this macaroni. But I'm going to use, and I'm just being honest, I am going to, see how I made that room temperature? Melted like butter. I am only going to use 2 tablespoons. Y'all like 2 tablespoons of butter? Some people might be appalled because that's not enough. And some people might be like, I can't believe she's using butter. But I'm just being real. I told you we're doing everything else. These greens are cooking. Everything else we are being super cautious and healthy with. So it's okay to make what you like the full way. You know what I'm saying? Like that butter and cheese is what makes the macaroni and cheese pop. So all I'm doing is like cubing my butter right now so it can spread easier. Shit, judge if you must. I'm just like, I'm sitting here baking my doggone fried fish, and and you know what? And let's talk about that. If I was to use regular oil, and y'all know for macaroni you gotta have pepper, or I have a friend. She says that she uses white pepper in her macaroni. She's like, I don't like the cedar pepper. Man, if I don't cedar pepper, we got a problem. But anywho, if we were to fry that fish, right? Fried fish as opposed to oven fried fish for like 4 ounces of it, you are looking at like 200 calories, and I think it's like 15 grams of fat. Whereas the way we are doing it today, we're cutting it down to like 120 calories. And y'all see again, I ain't messing with no cheese. I'm just gonna do this to, like I said, to the spirit. The ancestors tell me not to. And with the catfish, we cut down a lot of fat too because we're not frying it. So instead of 15 grams of fat, we only gonna have like 4 or 5. So yeah, I can use a little butter and a little cheese because again, I'm using almond milk too, as opposed to, let me get another. That's as opposed to heavy cream. And that's Mary J. She is nowhere near old school. Alexa, skip. So I'm just mixing this on up, and then once it's all mixed up, I'm just gonna put them in my little individual pots. And of course, y'all know that ain't nowhere near enough cheese. So I'm just saying, but you know what? It's funny because when I decided to make this, I was like, I need to go get some butter because that's another thing I never really cook with. I don't even know why I bought that butter. I don't know how long it's been in my refrigerator. It didn't expire. That I know. But I can't even remember the last thing I made that required butter. Hey, Lise. This is... Yeah, I'm going to add a little more cheese because y'all see it's already cheesy and looking good. But I told you we keeping it real. Because I'm going to enjoy this macaroni when it's done. So I'm going to add just a little bit more. And honestly, this is a 2-cup bag as usual. 2 3/4 cups. So each of these little things, my little serving sizes, will have about a 1/4 cup of cheese in it. That's not super bad. Y'all hear Michael McDonald? How many of y'all growing up thought Michael McDonald looked like us? Yeah, he does not. He does not. I got a lot of his records too. All right. So these are ready. And I'm going to put these in my little cute little pans up, and the sweet potatoes are ready. Yeah, I swear. I wish y'all were here so y'all could come over and eat and smell this house right now because this is crazy. Oh, And I really don't cook too much soul food except for Thanksgiving. I told y'all that before. But jeez. See, this is why people get caught up in eating soul food and be like, I don't know why I got heart disease. I don't know why I got high blood pressure. Because this stuff is amazing. It smells so doggone good. Good grief. One macaroni just escaped, and that's cool. So I'm going to give me another pan to put this on. All right. Because we don't want to just sit that glass directly on there. Oh, my son has scraped up my doggone pan. Ain't that a mess? All right. I'm going to put these in the oven. And at the same time, I'm going to take out the catfish that's already been cooking. Because now, woo, see, Keish, you asked and look at that. Y'all see how brown and crispy that is already? Wow. Yes. Let me throw this macaroni on up in here so I can get this shrimp on here. Wow. Yeah, that fish cooked even quicker and better than I wanted. So that's what's up. I'm actually about to take that off and let that sit and only put the shrimp in there. And those will be done in like 3 to 5 minutes. Yes. You better come through, doggone fish. Oh, yes. Let me put these on the plate so y'all can see. Oh, it's a shame how excited I get over food. Y'all see that? Y'all see how golden brown it is? Look at that. Man. Hey. Jilly from Philly is always on time. Y'all, see, that's what I'm talking about. Can y'all see that? Let me show you. See, that's why we use oil. Because that one right there, that didn't do it too bad. But I hate when it falls apart like that. Because I told y'all I'm greedy. I want all my food. Oh, goodness, y'all. Y'all should be jealous. If y'all ain't jealous, something wrong with y'all. Because I am going to enjoy all of this. Yes. Scheiße. All right. What you say, Keish? You want to try this? Man, Keish, I'm going to tell you. This doggone fish is so good. It's crazy. That's what I said, like Deshaun pointed out. I didn't have to season it. I don't have to do anything, like, at all. And they do come out. I think it's 2 or 3 different flavors. I know for sure they have the Cajun and they have the yellow. But man, it's so doggone good. And I honestly don't miss it being fried because it's so doggone flavorful and crispy. So that's not going to take long to cook at all. Neither will that macaroni. So yes, y'all see that? I'm going to let that cool off for a minute so I ain't in here like... Y'all know how people get when they get impatient and when they turn their dog, burn their mouth all up. And what's funny is I learned this from a dental hygienist assistant, or a dental hygienist, don't know the title. But do you know that eating super duper hot foods like that can lead to gingivitis? Learn something every day. And I learned that because I was having a get together one day and I cooked, of course. And as soon as I poured it out of the oven, one of my friends went straight to trying to eat it straight out the pot. And my dental hygienist friend was like, you better wait and let that cool. That's why you're going to end up with gingivitis. I was like, what? And she explained it. I was like, oh, I guess it makes sense. She knows what. Look here, I don't act like I know all or nothing. So, especially not, that's not my juice. That's not my lane. So, let me grab these sweet potatoes. Hold on. All right. Y'all see that? cooked they are. Now this is it's another funny discussion / debate. Let me know in the comments what team you are on. Do you or do you not eat the skins of the baked potato? Sweet potato, regular potato. Let me know, especially sweet potato. Let's talk about sweet potatoes right now. Let me know if you eat yours or not. And then I'll tell you what I do. Okay? Let me grab another fork. Alright, so I know these potatoes aren't the prettiest. You see how that's how you want it to look off now, but it's still delicious. So all I do, and woo, it's hot, like a little kid, hot. All right, because we are making these healthier, right? Instead of our traditional sweet potatoes that we will bake and use, or some of us do on the stove top, do it either way. That would include more butter and brown sugar. That's why I just decided to bake these instead. Of course, again, we're talking about how to make the healthier versions of what we like. And he said no skins. Oh, I love my skin. But because I will just pick this up and just eat it. But all I'm doing is I baked it, and all I'm going to do, and this is honestly all you really need, is add some cinnamon and some nutmeg. I also, Anita killed me. I don't put brown sugar. I do not put butter because you don't need it. Again, we are making the healthier version. So Tabria says she doesn't need either. All right. So by removing the butter, remember I told you 1 tablespoon of that butter is 110 calories and it's like 11 grams of fat. And if I was to use the brown sugar, for each teaspoon, I'm adding another, 30 calories and like 8 grams of carbs. So remove that, because sweet potatoes, if you get your sweet potatoes right in with it, they're already going to be sweet. That doggone cinnamon is going to add a sweetie spice to it. And nutmeg is just the business. I think people sleep on nutmeg. Cinnamon gets all the credit. Cinnamon is like, whatever, I win. But that nutmeg, baby, will take all your food. Whenever you use cinnamon, you should be using nutmeg too. That's the same thing with like French toast. I do a little, I ain't gonna lie, like some of my, like I think my cousin has been here before. And hey, yeah, too. Sweet potatoes. My cousin, I think she's had before, like even when I make my waffles and stuff, I add a little nutmeg in that. I'm telling y'all, don't sleep on the nutmeg. So I am literally just going to sprinkle these. All the things that you say. Y'all hear Anita cutting up? Did I tell you I got to see Anita last year on her farewell tour? Ooh, child. And you know what? The internets be full of, what up, Pat D? The internet is full of it. Prior to going out there, they were like, oh, the internets was saying that Auntie Anita was looking old. She wasn't sounding good anymore. Lies, man, bye. Now, I'll tell you this though. With nutmeg, that's what I say. I'm going to say this. Cinnamon is the punk out of the two. Cinnamon gets all the credit because it's weaker. Nutmeg is strong. Don't you use as much nutmeg as you use for cinnamon. Might not be able to take it. So I just sprinkle a little bit on each and then just mush them up. So I'm making, ooh, child. Y'all can smell. Y'all, look here. Thank you for the request to do soul food today. Because I am about to act a fool and truly enjoy all of this. Because this is, Lord, y'all can't smell it. Sorry for y'all. Oh my God. Y'all see how easy it is to mix that up? These green beans. Stelly over here acting a fool. So I have them cooking all the show. Get that meat off them bones. Get them green beans nice and low. And soft. Look at that. So y'all don't need all that butter. Like when you see the pan, the butter's down all at the bottom when you cook it, and you don't need that. Hey niece, Let's see. I just gotta taste it 'cause I love sweet potato. It's a shame how good, y'all, how good that is. Like I said, it's already sweet. Yeah. So, Keys, I'm gonna try one of these catfish nuggets. Just I'm gonna show y'all how crispy it is. Like I said, it already looks good and fried. So let's see. Can y'all hear that? You see that? Y'all hear that crunch? I know that's tacky, but I want you to hear. Boy. Now, ooh, see? And I got the Cajun sauce, this Cajun seasoning, because I love spicy. And that has the right amount of spice. Yeah, Chaz. Thank you, boo boo. Chastity is the one y'all should thank. Because she was like, I need a soul food one. Because I like the soul food. And I said, all right, I got you. Yes. And today. So let's check on the shrimp. Oh, the shrimp is already done too. See? Shrimp already done. That was all 3 minutes. You can put my doggone cheese and milk away. I told y'all I ain't gonna mess up my food. That's what's not gonna happen. Enjoy the meal. All right. So at this point, I don't know if y'all can hear this, but this is probably one of my favorite songs by Tania. Y'all know I can't help it. All right, so everything for the most part is done. I'm waiting on my macaroni. And it's still looking a little light, and I like mine to be golden brown. So I am going to set my timer for like another 15, just because I like mine to get nice and solid. So I'm not going to hold y'all because basically everything is done. And again, like, because I told y'all I like my green beans to be nice and soft, I like that meat to fall off. I'm going to let that continue to cook all while the macaroni is cooking too. And that way everything will be done together. Now we're going to put this fish back on this see that? On my pan so it'll stay nice and warm with the shrimp. And dinner is already made for the night. So what questions do you all have for me? I've appreciated you all being here. I hope that you all, I know Keisha's like, look, I ain't know nothing about this crispy crispy fried fish. So I know Keisha's going to try that. What else are you all going to try? Tell me in the comments what you're going to try that you didn't think of today. Like I said, I'm not trying to come in here and tell you how to make a clean eating soul food anything. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. And if somebody let me tell you this, if you see somebody who said they making a clean eating soul food and it's actually good, y'all let me know. Because you have to there's a balance. You have to compromise. Nobody should be completely restricted from what they like. You just have to figure out how to make it healthier so that you can lose some of those, and I'll say, okay, I'm going to try my best not to get on a big rant or PSA or anything like soapbox. But if you all been rocking me for a while, and a lot of you have, you know how I feel about the scale. I hate the scale. Hate it. Because it either makes you depressed or it makes you complacent. Have those non-scale goals. Like, I put on some pants the other day. I was like, I know these used to be tighter, so right on. That's what we should look for. But the majority of people have these goals of losing weight. In order to do that, you have to have a calorie deficit, which means you have to consume less calories than what you expend throughout the day, right? So you need to burn doggone 5,000 calories. Well, that's a lot. you need to burn, let's just say, 3,000 calories a day if you're consuming 2,500. If you do that with simple math, I don't know if you all know this, but a calorie is just, I'm sorry, a pound is only 3,500 calories. So if you burn 500 calories more a day than you actually consume, you're going to lose that pound a week. It's that simple. So that's all I'm showing you is how to decrease the amount of calories that you take. And again, a calorie is not a calorie. We've talked about that before. The calories and the nutritional value in the sweet potato are not the same calories. It's not going to be digested by your body the same way if you consume the same amount of calories in cheese or in alcohol. So don't tell nobody I told you that. But for what we're eating today, our goals today is just to minimize how many calories we're consuming. So he says, what about using honey on the sweet potato? Honey is not a bad natural sweetener. I like honey, mainly especially for my tea. Sometimes on a biscuit, keeping it real. But I think for what I want you all to do is to start practicing on how to alter your palate. We've become so accustomed to having an extra butter and extra sugars that we don't think we can consume it any other way. There was a time, I'm not gonna lie, there was a time where the thought of eating a baked sweet potato, without butter and brown sugar, I was like, what? Who would want that? But if you allow yourself to appreciate the natural sweetness that come out of it, bye. You don't need it. Now, if you want to, this is what I will say. If you really feel like, oh, I need my honey, which you don't. But if you feel like you need it, what I want you to do is measure how much you use. And I do mean measure. So let me grab my honey. Let's see. I can stay. Y'all hear Anthony singing to y'all? So, it doesn't say on here. I forgot the calories for honey. But honey, here it is. All right. So it says 60 calories per tablespoon. But when you look at the sugar grams of sugar, and I don't have it on here, you'll be surprised. So what I'll tell you, since their suggested serving size says tablespoon, I want you to get a tablespoon and measure it out. Not no heaping tablespoon either. A regular tablespoon. And that's all you use on your sweet potato. For things like that, things that you know you really shouldn't have, and that's what I say. It's not that the honey is bad for you, but for things that you want to make sure you're not consuming too much of, make sure you measure it out by the suggested serving size, and that's all you use. Does that sound cool, Keish? Let me know if that can work for you. Good question. What other questions? Now I mean be tacky, but dang, this is good. That's so good. Woo. Yes, definitely. I'm telling you, nutmeg is a star. It's a hidden star, baby. And you know what? You know why I started using nutmeg? Because at first, and Chastity, I already know what you're going to say, but I would only use nutmeg when I make my baked sweet potato bread. And I think I mentioned the sweet potato bread before. And that was the only time I would really use it throughout the entire year. But one day, y'all are never going to believe what made me start using nutmeg more. I was actually watching, was it? No, it couldn't have been. I thought it was My Wife and Kids, but maybe it was another show. But I feel like it was Tisha Campbell or somebody was playing an auntie, and they came in and they were like, she makes these world famous waffles and blah, 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 blah. And she said, if I tell you my secret, you can't tell me. She said, I use nutmeg. And I was like, people sleep on nutmeg. I always use cinnamon, but not nutmeg. So once I did that and started adding nutmeg to random stuff, baby, it is the truth. And I'm looking in the back, it looks like it's this random cat or something in the backyard. I don't know, but it ain't my backyard, my neighbor's, but I'm confused right now, so I apologize for looking away. So what other questions, comments, because I don't want to hold you up. Let's see, today, we did a little bit over an hour. Dang, it went fast. That went a little fast, but I tell you, it's a lot of food. It's going to last, and it's going to save you some calories, and you still going to enjoy it. So when you all make it, let me know, because I actually have And if you all look on the page in the like a post from the followers, uh Chaz, no, I cannot make sweet potato bread live. That recipe is secret. No, sorry, boo. Can't do it. I cannot make that public. But yeah, so when I did the baked spaghetti squash, baked spaghetti, what was that? Last week, 2 weeks ago? Somewhere around here, 2 weeks ago, I think. Somebody made it and tagged me in it, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, this is the business." So I'm telling y'all, what I'm bringing to you is no lie. It's good. It's stuff that I eat. I'm not gonna make something that I don't eat and I don't enjoy. And it's not just me. It's kid approved. That's my thermometer. If my doggone kids can like it and ask for it, then it's real. So that's what I have now. My boys are almost 16 and 20. Um, but if I could get a meal past them and they really like it, then I know it's real deal. Yeah, Chaz, you tried it. Nope. Maybe we'll see each other one of these years for Thanksgiving. I'll bring you some, then, or you come get some. All right. So y'all, I think that is it for me. If you have any other questions, comments, drop them down below, and I will check them out. Or you can send a message to the page. And also to make sure that you are getting the shopping list for each week's episodes, sign up for the email list. You can do that, and I'll post it again. I'll post the link, but you can also do it on the mini chat. And once you're added to the email list, every week you'll have an idea of what I'm cooking. You may not get the recipe until we get here, or at least you'll have the ingredients to be able to follow along with me. So, all right, Tabria, let me know when you try the macaroni and cheese. As I said, the almond milk, and that's the other thing. I didn't touch on that. You say you got to see the mac and cheese. Let's see. You still have like 5 minutes. Okay, let me take this down, just like I did with the zucchini boats last week. I'm gonna give y'all a little sneak peek on how the macaroni is coming along, so y'all can see how it's bubbling up. Can y'all see that? And browning. And Anthony, you are very welcome. So that's what I say. I like mine, trying to get a good angle. But I like mine nice and brown, but you'll see, I don't know if y'all can really see that, but it's thickening up around inside of there. So yeah, those are going to be good. Yes. Y'all see that? Did you see it? Let me know if you saw it, Keith. So when I'm done, I promise. Timber, you never use eggs in your macaroni? Girl, what you use in yours? How you get it to get solid? That's what get the macaroni nice and solid, girl. No eggs is what do it. Well, like I said, I was trying to cut down on the amount of calories and fat and all that. That's why I use the egg whites today. But girl, please tell me what you put in yours that make it solid in your baked macaroni and cheese if you're not using eggs. Girl, you see me, got me clutching my proverbial pearls. Or teach me something new, because I don't know about that one yet. Uh-oh. Is my old boo's about to sing to me? I'm waiting to see what Tambria said. Hey, Cuzzo. What up, Keenan? Butter and milk. Oh, just butter and milk. See, as you saw, I use butter and milk too. That makes the cheese thick and creamy. But to get that solid state of that macaroni, so when you cut it, it's still sitting there on top of your plate. That's the egg, baby. That is the egg. So that's why I said I'll use the egg white today. Yeah, try with that egg. Try with the egg and let me know what you think. Y'all know I told y'all this about a month ago. How I used to love me some Alec McNeil from Troop. I knew we were gonna get married, baby. I just knew he was singing this to me. Hey. But yeah, Keith, so yeah, with egg whites as opposed to eggs, again, this is just to minimize how many calories. Because I would, like I said, I wasn't about to substitute the doggone macaroni for cauliflower. We're not even gonna play that game. Let's not. Let's not. I rather do my macaroni and some egg whites instead of eggs, as opposed to acting like macaroni, a cauliflower tastes like shells. No, let's stop playing. Because I always tell people, if the only way you're gonna stick to a healthier lifestyle, a healthier way of eating, is if you enjoy it. You can't sit here and eat rubber and be like, this gonna help me lose weight. Ooh, I love it. Lies. You gotta at least like it. So there are actually some things that I ate during my training for my competition that I still eat now. You know, the things that were really good. And that's what was, that's what made it easier for me to stick to the plan, because I figured out how to make things that I like. If you don't like it, you're going to sit there and dread every doggone meal. And then once you finally get exposed to that good stuff you used to eat, you go crazy. So, yeah, you got to like it. Got to like it. So, all right, y'all. It is 12 minutes after. We are almost done. That macaroni, I have my timer set, but I'm going to add a little more time just because I want mine nice and brown. When I say I like for the cheese to be like a little crispy at the top, where like when you first put your fork in, you hear that like that little break of the cheese. So I just want that to cook a little bit longer. But as you all can see, let's try my shrimp. Oh, Josh, thank you for suggesting this. With my fish, my shrimp, my green beans are still going strong. Baby, my sweet potatoes are ready. And all I'm waiting on now is my doggone macaroni. It's going to be a great day. And like I said, I'm going to warn y'all, when y'all get that Andes, if you get that Cajun, make sure you like spicy. If not, just go with the yellow. All right, y'all. So thank you all for hanging out with me, especially for this over an hour. It's been fun as usual. If you have any suggestions or requests, let me know. As you see, I aim to please. Chastity, are you happy, dear? And let me know what you all want, and I will make it or give you the version that I use to fit that goal. So I will see you all next Sunday, 2 p.m., same back time, same back channel. And I hope you'll have a great, great week. All right. Bye.